Yo, fellas, what's going on? Yo, Ack, Fred, welcome in. Yo! Getting the last few pieces per usual. Yeah, there we go. All right. What do we got? Terror Zone, Stony Tomb, Rocky Waste. Those beetles are immune to lightning out there. I feel like the zombies are in the Stony Tomb as well. So really not going to be a good spot for lightning, huh? So we're probably going to have to... Where are we going to go with this one? We'll just hit the pits again. What's going on, Jim Tampa? Yo! You know, let's go to pits again. I love pits, so why not, right? Keep the grind going for the Cheerios Might. Hopefully we get her. Probably going to get it today for sure. Got a pretty good feeling about it. Pretty good feeling. Basement exposed. Yeah. How good are you at GeoGuessr? Can you tell where I am in the world right now based solely upon the darkened basement behind me? That's what one of those pros would be like, well, look at the shade of the sun based upon the time of the day. That means you're exactly triangulating boop, 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 here. Yeah, every once in a while I'm just like, because I don't know if you noticed the look different, obviously. I have two other lights that are like one's over here and one's over here that shine kind of like on my side and on the green screen, and it that makes the green screen like actually work right. And then I got one on my face right here. And it's just kind of annoying having these bright ass lights in your face all the time. So every once in a while, whatever, we'll switch it up. Pull the green screen away, shrink the camera down a little bit. Call her a day. No big deal. Who needs to see my bald ass head any bigger anyways, right? Titch Rontis, what is up? Yo, welcome in, welcome in. Angry Buffalo fan says, bet you can't guess where I am. Buffalo? Also welcome in, Jatton. Welcome in. But is it Basia or Bakia? I think it's Basia probably. Welcome in, and Andishe, I believe. Andishe. Trying my best on some of the pronunciations. Please do forgive me. But welcome in over on Twitch. Fabio, what's good? I mean, everything's good, right? Living the dream. Living the dream. All right, fellas. Smolps, yo, welcome in. Decided to switch the stream up a little bit today too. Most people probably won't notice, but I just was streaming only in 1080 today, trying it on for size. So 1080 instead of 1440. Seeing how that goes here. Let me double check something real quick, actually. Bagel boy, welcome in. Yeah, it looks like 1080-60 is working on Twitch. Good luck on the Teals, I appreciate you, Flap Up's also praying for the Tyrials. You ain't the only one. I mean, more than likely, I'm pretty positive we're gonna get it today, like for sure. There's not really, I don't really have much doubt in my mind that we're for sure gonna get Tyrials today, so. Gorilla Havoc said I'm going to switch to streaming there, talking about heading over to YouTube or to... Yeah, either one doesn't matter to me. I read both chats and all that stuff, try to keep up with it, so some guy says Mr. Clean plays D2. Yeah, I'm not as jacked as Mr. Clean though, right? Not as jacked. Hold on, let me flex while I'm screaming a little bit. Yeah, Angry Buffalo fans is like, dang, you're good. Yeah, I'm good at that GeoGuessr thing. Just got the vibes, you know what I'm saying? Got the vibes. check real quick. Got tons of full juice. Oh, that champion. Oh, good thing my macro is messed up. I kind of want to check this champion axe. Just because it looks like the champion axe. This giant axe style look. Love the look of it. Hoping that it would... Did I just mess it up two times in a row? Oh boy. Oh boy. I really should set it up right so that no matter where it's at. Someone told me, they're like, why don't you just have it go up 3 times and then down 1, and then it'll always work right. And I'm like, oh. Grill, I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna be honest. Custom ingest. I don't even know what that is. People are too spoiled. Remember, CRTVs 1080p is plenty. Yeah, I was going 1442 because I obviously want to send out the best picture possible. I can completely handle it with my computer. But I started to find out, and it's something I didn't know. Apparently, if you stream at a super high bitrate, which to get the best quality out of 1440p, you need to stream at a higher bitrate. Like YouTube recommends like 12,000 minimum, or 12,500 minimum. But if people's internet isn't that fast, like if you don't have like at least like 1 gig internet, your stream will buffer a whole bunch, which I didn't know that. And a lot of people don't have super high speed internet. So I just kind of found that out after a while. I got a lot of people saying, man, I'm buffering all the time. What's going on with your stream? I don't know. Not buffering for me and for a lot of other people. But then I found out that depending on people's internet speed, it can cause them issues. So I'm tempted to go to 1080 60, just like, because I mean nobody else streams in 1440 except for me that I've really seen. So maybe if I set it up with a dedicated streaming PC, I could literally have just like multiple streams running instead of the way it works now. You kind of like stream one time and then it takes that stream and sends it out to a bunch of different places. There's probably other things I could do. I just, I'm not exactly an expert on the topic, so I'm stumbling through just like any other dummy, you know what I mean? Joe, welcome in. Yo. Good afternoon, Smolps as well. Let's see. How likely is it that I would never find the materials? Never. I mean, that all just depends on how long I end up streaming for, like years wise. I mean, I guess. I would say it's not likely that I never find it. Is it likely that I find it today? 100% I will, so. Yeah, so Gorilla, with what I stream, what I do know is that I multi-stream through Streamlabs, so I don't necessarily know what they do with it. You just sign into YouTube and sign into Twitch, and then it just like, you just hit go live and then you're done. Like, it's super easy. You don't have to like go through other services or anything and like set up, I don't know. You just stream one time and Streamlabs takes care of everything else, so. You're on 1440p. I got a 1440p monitor, so I record my clips in 1440p, 12,000 bits, but I'm only streaming in 1080 60 at like 6500, which is like the max that Twitch that they really recommend for 1080. So, is what it is. Titch says, yeah, he doesn't think they can handle 1440 on their network. So yeah, that's what I come to find out. I mean, I guess it depends where you're at in the world. Like, obviously, if you're watching like on a phone on your mobile service, it's like, how fast is your download speed really on your just like, I forgot what it's called, mobile network and stuff. Like, it depends on the person, but I didn't realize so many people were getting like buffering issues with me streaming at too high of quality. But see, I don't know, 1080 looks pretty good anyway, so Maybe one day, most people will get, you know, up to the better internet service, you know, because even like 5 years ago, the internet was even slower than it is now. And the US is kind of like trying to catch up to some of the other countries in the world, because our internet speeds are actually slower than some, like, I think it was some of the Koreas and stuff, like, just because it wasn't profitable to upgrade, because, you know, for most people, they don't care. I guess so. I don't know the full story on that, but I just knew it was factually true. Round shield, ghost armor, right next to each other. Good old Mosers and a what, spear trout. Nicholas Stevens, fellas. Ooh. Welcome in. Cereal. Green screen, all right. I just didn't feel like doing it today, to be perfectly honest. Didn't feel like having so many bright lights shining in my face and stuff. Old troll belt. Not kind of funny that the Lions could win the Super Bowl before Sweetville finds Tyrell's might. They very well could, yeah. I mean, what? They only have to win 3 more games and they win the Super Bowl, which, I mean, you can get on a hot streak and, you know, play a couple games, and you're even if you're an inferior team, hypothetically, which the Lions are the best team in the league, obviously, but hypothetically, if you're an inferior team, I mean, you could play a few games where like a quarterback twists an ankle or something, some weird concussion protocol thing gets out another guy, and you're like steamrolling a team. You play the next team, and something weird happens, and yeah, you never know. So. Lions, yeah, could win the Super Bowl. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Just crazy. Wicked Ball. Yo, welcome in, welcome in. Don't forget, fellas, hit that like button on YouTube also, by the way. Yeah. Jatin said here in India, he gets one, so it's must be 1 gig down, I think you're talking about here. 1 Gbps, gigabytes per second. In India for $50 USD a month. Thanks. Well, it's the same thing I got, but that's cheaper than what I pay. But I don't pay too much more than that. Mine is, and also always include the BS fees into that too, because every company scams you with that. Oh, it's only $40 a month for this sick internet, but you have to pay like this $10 a month service fee, and then you have to pay a $10 a month rental fee of our router and stuff. And oh, by the way, you can't go buy your own router because we have a proprietary code that's in ours that we have to turn on from our end, and if we detect any other router, we'll shut your internet off and cancel your service. Oh yeah, then also you have to pay this other fee. You're like, oh my god, internet line maintenance fee, and then you have to pay your you know, Michigan winter fee, and then you oh god, you always gotta count those two. So mine ends up being like 85, I think, after all the BS fees. I almost slapped this guy who war spike. Good old crane beak. Still I gotta make one of them dual wield crane beak barbarians. It's gonna be nasty. Just so fast, right? One day. It's actually kind of a rare item, to be honest. Kind of a rare item, actually, huh? A little bit. You know what? I know people have told me it's rare. You know what? I've never looked up the drop odds on that particular item. I think I'm going to do that literally right now, just because this is something I've always just, like, it's rare. And then, like, I've never looked it up myself, though. I'm going to look this up real quick. Don't forget also, while we're going through here, hit the like button. Fellas, I'm pulling up a drop odds calculator real quick. Not that one. Oop. Let's go unique item. Green B. From bosses, sure. I just want to see it relative to other things. So Bale, non-quest Bale, 1 in 2,000. Let's go relative to Griffin. Oops. Oh, Bale is way, way more rare. Holy smokes, that's not like rare at all. I've been had. I've been had. That's not even remotely close. The Rainbow says he's been trying to get into this game recently. Do you recommend changing the settings around so the ability usage plays more like D3, or just try to adjust? Oh boy. If you want this, if you want D2 to be anything like D3, they're gonna be a struggle. This game is not like D3, so that's why the people who like Diablo 2 don't like Diablo 3 and Diablo 4, because it's not really like those type of games, like those games really. So usually the people like Diablo 1 and 2, and then people like Diablo 3, and then like Diablo 4. They're kind of the same crowd. There are people that like D2 and D3 and D4, but I'm kind of talking from what I have seen in the community. So I guess the answer would be you just have to kind of adjust, essentially. I see also welcoming over on Twitch there. Laber Lipe, what's going on? Welcome in. This hello from Austria. Yeah, here. This up from a minute ago, but I was talking about some NFL football. Ooh, Lions, go Lions! But you really think the Broncos and Raiders were better than the Chiefs? Also, you think Tampa Bay is better than the Eagles? Green Bay is that much better than the Cowboys? Right? Yeah. Kind of. Yeah, agreeing with that kind of stuff. Essentially, Tampa Bay better than Eagles? That they might be. The Eagles have been in full-blown collapse for like the last 8 games, right? Green Bay way better than the Cowboys? Probably not. Cowboys are a weird circumstance, though. That's just like it's almost like it's, and I can say this because I'm a Detroit fan. It's almost like the same old Cowboys, am I right? I seen a thing. Oh, what was it? The Jets? The Jets have twice as many playoff wins since the year 2000 as the Cowboys do. Or something like that. And it was even funnier because they had a picture. I don't know who was quarterback each year and stuff like that, but as the graphic for that particular, as the quarterback picture they had for that particular thing, they had a picture of Mark Sanchez, which I thought was hilarious. Mama Phil, yo, what's going on? What's up? What is going on? There's an absolute legend in the house. Holy smokes. Let me go over here real quick. Hold on. There we go. Had to do something real quick. Yeah, going pretty good, Mama Phil. Just working, you know what I'm saying? Just working. Sound list, please. What do you mean sound list, please, Mr. Nobody? Like the music? If you want the music, link in the description to the guy's YouTube anyways, and M Creations, or you can exclamation music and it'll pop a link up in the chat for you. Mr. Nobody? Lightning Sorkverk's Nova. Sorry, I can't read that that name. It's in I don't know, Russian or something, but I would choose Nova usually, but I like playing variety of different builds. I don't like just playing the same character in the same build 100% over and over. There's obviously overlap. I have favorites and stuff, but I would much prefer Nova over Lightning generally. I appreciate you, Cody Biv. Yeah, I did see that the dev stream for D4 was up earlier, but I'm not particularly interested, to be perfectly honest. I'll just watch a recap or two, and yeah. Nothing exciting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why I didn't watch it, right? I see. Sorry, I didn't see what you said there. What player's difficulty is this? This is just players 3? Oh, it is player 7. Okay, it was so easy I thought it was player 3 difficulty, but this is P7. Oopsie. Found your first Griffins, Tadeo. Congrats on that one. Holy moly. First Griffins, I can feel that one, man. I know the exact feeling of that. After not finding one like for like a year or something. Oh my gosh. Yeah, congrats. Yeah, actually, yeah, that is actually my mom, yeah. She's spying on me. She's trying to get me. She's seeing if I say a swear word so she can ground me. That's what's going down. Let me double check here. I'm trying to look over at chat and I keep messing. Oh my gosh. I should. Hey, I'm gonna add this to the list. Hold up. Wait a minute. What do I got here? I already made this video. Don't need that piece of paper. Things that I need to do. I used to do this back in the day. Things I need to do here. I want to get a couple of updated scenes for stream. I want to do a little bit better with that. I need to, what was I just thinking that I needed to do here? Well, I gotta start. I wrote one thing down. Got a second thing down. Boom. I already forgot what I was just thinking about when I started that list. Good job, Phil. Lola says he liked D2, D3, and D4 a lot further down the list. Interesting. Okay. So you like D3 more than D4, huh? Yeah, I haven't played D3 in so long. It's one of the things that definitely, if I hypothetically had found Tyrell's Might here pretty soon, I would go ahead and I want to do a playthrough of that, D3 and Diablo 1, because I've barely played either one of them, to be perfectly honest. I played D3 for like a month, and I played Diablo 1 for like a couple hours. So. Mike R said he pulled his first grandfather this morning. Nice. First ever, huh? That's a pretty rare one. Yeah, I kind of found several now since you know, I've been playing for so long. But man, what makes me jelly is when those people are like, oh, I have 67 items left on my Holy Grail, but I already found Tyrell's Might and Mang Songs, and I'm like, that's not right. But RNG. So I saw up here a minute ago. I'm getting a little behind in the comments. Doing my best though here. Doshku says between lightning, chain lightning, and Nova, you prefer the lightning, chain lightning. Interesting. Yeah, I prefer not having to aim, and you said that it was because you like being able to shoot from a distance. Yeah, the thing with, if you got a good Nova Sorceress, like you're invincible, so I guess that's why I don't worry about being from a distance, right? You can telly stomp P8 cows, no problem. I mean, I guess telly stomping like large packs of like amped cursed souls is like the only thing you really need to worry about. But yeah. And yeah, I know I'm like, I'm usually make sure I try to catch every comment. Just, please do forgive me. I'm trying my best today. Reading skills struggling or something. D3 is simply not as good in Loligan's opinion. But it has a place in your heart, your first ever ARPG. Interesting, okay. Yeah, that for a lot of people is going to depend on, you know, just strictly age. D2, I guess, was my first one, but before that I was playing some other, just not action RPGs, you know, but like Final Fantasy, stuff like that, so. Javazon does bail easy. Yeah, I mean, Javazon, if you don't really count the teleport speed to get there, Lightning Fury Javazon is like the GOAT for bail running, to be perfectly honest. It just does that charged strike, just does so much damage to individual targets, and then you get the Lightning Fury AoE. It's pretty nice. Oh, Griax, let's go. You can do it. Cruel? Ooh, man. If I could get that max damage based upon level, gosh, that'd be so cool with being cruel. It would be wicked. Dylan says D2, D1, D3, D4. Interesting, yeah. I don't know, and this is judging off of, I only played D3 for the first month after it came out, like maybe the first 2 months, so similar amount of time that I played Diablo 4, to be honest. I would say Diablo 4 was better than Diablo 3 at launch, so that's where I base that opinion on, for D4 being better than D3. But obviously I know that D3's had a ton of development time after it launched, and D4 is gonna end up with a ton of that too, am I right? So flips us just back into D2R. Are there any real good starter builds besides Blizzard Sorceress nowadays that are fun and still relatively efficient for grinding from scratch? I mean, you can start off with a lot of things, but let's see. It depends. It depends on people's definition of starter builds. Very new people, if you're saying Blizzard, then you're talking like after you beat the game and you're farming, so I guess you're in that camp. I start with Nova quite a bit, to be honest. Actually starting like a ladder reset. Like, you obviously play through with a different build, usually one of the Fireball or something like that, until you get to like Act 4 of Nightmare and then swap. But you can switch to Nova right then and have a great time. But obviously playing through, and that's the thing too, there's so many different ways to play, whether you're playing through with a full party on a reset, or you're playing through solo, how much experience you have at the game, like knowing how to get through different situations with different builds. So, but you can play through with more than just Blizzard, yeah. Frozen Overboard, so pretty reasonable. Like I said, I play Nova a lot on resets, so. When D2R launched, I started it with Fireballer, like straight through. No lightning or cold Nova? Oh, lightning Nova's so, man, probably a factor of 5 times better than cold Nova. Like, you can melt stuff on players 8 difficulty with regular Nova, and I've had some people push back with me on this, but I'm never gonna. I've tried it and I've done it with the best possible gear. Frost Nova, you're only good for like players 3. Like, yeah, technically you can kill stuff on players 7, 8 difficulty, but it's so slow on those difficulties that it's not. But like Nova, you can like static, flash, and everything's dead. With Frost Nova, you like static them halfway, and then you're like, I think Frost Nova costs double the mana to cast too, or something like that. So, Heisenberg, yo, what's going on? I had to look and see who that was. Thank you so much for the raid. Ooh, and welcome in anyone who doesn't know. My name is Sweet Phil, and I have an addiction, slaying demons, left and right. Heisenberg says Frost Nova is so expensive. Yeah, I don't know if you're expensive if you're talking mana cost, or if you're talking to get the gear to make it really good. But either way, they're both kind of true, huh? You can't really rock a budget Frost Nova build. It's like so rough. I did it one time, and I did it for a highlight video, and I ran a bunch of runs, and then it was like, yeah, that was fun while I did it, but yeah. You know, I like doing different things, different builds. Don't forget, anyone new, make sure you give me a follow, by the way, if you like, you know, someone who magic finds godly gear. Talk about addictions, right? Yeah, that's D2 in a nutshell, huh? They should use it. They should use D2 as, like, you know, like a better outlet, a better cure for people's like gambling addictions, because that's essentially what it is, right? Except instead of it costing money, ooh boy, instead of spending money to gamble, you're gambling by slaying demons, and then the numbers roll, and you see what pops up on the slot machine, right? Posty Grant, welcome in, yo. Oopsie. Fred up here a minute ago says D4 was better than D3. The other games are a completely different game. D1 has very little in common with D2R. D4 is a good game, but I think it's just not in the same vein as D2. So D1 has little in common with D2, you say? Yeah, I'd have to go back, because honestly, I've obviously played 2 more, but I've probably played 3 and even 4 more than I've played Diablo 1, to be straight up. Renwad says, spend more time on Diablo than on the slot machines. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, you know, you get that addiction taken care of or whatever. You redirect it to another thing that takes a bunch of time. You can lose way less money playing Diablo 2. With the exception of, I don't know, if you're calling into work to play Diablo 2 or something. Calling in sick on ladder reset days and stuff. Appreciate you, Heisenberg. Thanks so much for the raid. And peace out. Enjoy your day. Stefan says he wants to see the gear. I did just put out a video a few days back. It's got the full build with all the gear 100%. I mean, I'll shout out the general stuff. It's super easy. I got a couple SOJs on. I got Oculus, Spirit. I got Griffin's Eye, Canci's and War Traps. So, Infinity on the Mercenary. Super kind of basic stuff. He'll pick up all his gold. Why not? I do have to try to gamble. I am going to keep trying, and I'm going to gamble my Tyrael's Might. I'm going to keep getting all this gold. Oh, I should do that. Gold finding Trav until I can gamble Tyrael's Might. That video is going to be great. So many views. The clicks are going to be crazy, am I right? News on new season out already? I haven't heard any news. Pez Radar, apparently he replied to somebody's tweet. They were like, new ladder's gonna be pretty soon here, huh? And he's like, I wouldn't expect anything till the middle of February. Or something along those lines. I would have to look it up again. Don't quote me on the exactness of that. It was something along those lines. Which is, I mean, everyone expected it to be then, unless they, you know, changed something, so. What if your work is D2R? Yeah, well, that's a little bit different story, like for me, yeah. Oops, let me get that real quick. What? Come on, Telly. There we go. Uh-oh. Thought I was gonna sneeze for a second. Renwood says, great vid, Phil, new ladder soon. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, and it should be a few What's today's date? Should be about a month, I guess, till the new ladder, approximately. I feel like they don't tell us till the last minute, too. I feel like whenever there's new ladders for D2R, they're like, almost got another Tiles armor. They're like, all right, today's Sunday, ladder reset is Thursday, guys. And you're like, thank you. But could you tell us more than a couple days in advance? Good drop later calculator with the Terror Zone as well. The only one that I really am aware of, I guess, is the one on max roll, but I've heard that the one on max roll is the Terror Zone information anyways is a little bit sus. So I'm not 100% sure. I've definitely seen some that were like saying that Terrorize Andaro couldn't drop like Griffin's Eye and stuff. And I was like, what? I mean, of course you can. So, missed the charm? No! No! I'll find it. Great Maju says, usually watch on YouTube. Decided to watch over on Twitch. Yeah, no problem. You can watch either one. Yeah, I've been dual streaming for, ooh boy, 6 months, a year now. Somewhere in that range. But yeah, wherever you want to watch, I read both chats. I try to anyways. No promises on catching every comment, but yeah. Sorry, fellas, calling off D2R to play some GeoGuessr, right? I've been getting a little better at GeoGuessr. Maybe I need to do another GeoGuessr stream. You guys all be proud of me. The only issue with the GeoGuessr is sometimes like these new like clues and stuff I learned to like know where you're at. Sometimes I lean on them a little too heavy and you can get like tricked. Like certain colors of license plates and stuff that are in certain areas, and then you're like, oh, that was weird that there was some random yellow plate, but for some reason in like this country, like the government vehicles can have yellow plates, and I didn't realize that that was like a township person's car that is a yellow plate for some reason, and I guessed too fast. And then you like just get wrecked because you're like on the other side of the world. Yeah, GeoGuessr's so sick. Oh, and they added a non-moving thing in there too. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool. Lando, welcome in, yo. GIS Wizard said he calls in because his son eats kiwi and he's allergic. I mean, that's, depending on how that goes, I mean, that can be a reason, a legitimate reason to call in there. You don't want that to go the wrong way. Oh, heck, right there. Appreciate y'all joining me. We only got 50 likes on YouTube, though. 125 people. Fellas, come on. I know I didn't put a poll in today, but you gotta hit that like button. I'm gonna beg, it's gonna be annoying. So you better hit it. I'm gonna annoy you if you don't hit the like button. That's how you get people to hit the like button, right? Just annoy them until they do it. Thou Wilt. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Didn't see you there at first, but yeah, what up, team? What's going on, man? Welcome in. I don't know why I'm struggling so hard to keep up with the comments, but do know I am trying. Let's see. If I was playing Nova, I wouldn't have any problem. Just tallying around, not even looking at the monitor. Ooh, Archer, boy. Oh my gosh. I hate archers. I hate them. Glad I went back for the charm. Now you can sleep tonight. It says Great Maju. Great Maju. Yeah, I do hear that sometimes that people Like in videos, even in videos, I'll like be killing monsters. I'll see something drop, and they're like, "You didn't show us you identifying it." Like, I'm always gonna wonder now. Like, I have so much stress now, not knowing what that was. I'm like, if it was something, I would have showed it. Justin says, "Slay the like button." Ooh, so Phil can find materials and play D1. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like button hits guarantee hero might drop. So. Is your resistances good? Open grapefruit. Yeah, my resistances are capped. Yeah. If you were responding to me, I don't know if you were maybe answering someone else's question, but I think it's just about time for you to get some more coffee or water or something. Oh, you just want to see the printer. I see what's up. You people and your printer addiction. You people. Printer addicts, I tell you. Printer addicts. Yeah, I don't need more coffee. I see what you're trying to do here. The viewers go up when you put the printer on, yeah. Right? Alright, hold up. Hold up. Let's test this real quick. Hold up. So... I'm not gonna leave. Here, let me go ahead and let's see. No, we're not back in 2 minutes. We're staying. I'm gonna stand here for a second. We're gonna see if the viewer count goes up or down when I put the printer on. Because every time I put the printer on, the view count goes up. Hold on, hold on. What, the camera's so slow. That's the most $6 camera I've ever seen. $6 on Amazon. I was like, how is it? How is it $6? It just went up. I had 184 total between Twitch and YouTube. Went up to 189. Let's see what the view count's gonna go. We're gonna give it one more minute here. Already went up 3. It did. Honestly, the view count can't continue to go up with just a printer on the screen. It can't. I'm gonna give it another minute here. All right, come on. I almost want it to go down. I almost want people to leave because I don't want to think that the printer is a better streamer than I am. Just sitting there. Just sitting there. Don't do it. I'm watching the view count real quick. Hold up. That 189 still on my end between Twitch and YouTube. We gotta see. Is the view count gonna go up with just a printer on? Am I gonna be validated, or am I gonna have my feelings crushed by being a worse streamer than an inanimate object? I wonder how often this updates, because I really don't know. Oh, it went down. It went down to 184. It did go up, but then it went back down. So there we go. It's proven. I am a better streamer. I am more entertaining than an inanimate object sitting on a random desk. Good, good, good. I wanted to make sure. JV said he joined just to see the printer. Yeah, that was a test. That was a test. That was a test. I passed. The number of times I gotta go real quick, get something to drink or this or that, and I came back and there's 15 more people in the stream than there was when I left. It's like, missed an Ithroon? Yeah. Sure did. Sure did. JV heard me talking about the printer and he came running. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Unofficial. Oh, Cody B, what's going on? Thank you so much for the $2 super chat, my man. Whenever it comes through, YouTube's behind sometimes, but do I think players X and static maps are cheating? Absolutely not. Playing the game the way it was designed is never cheating. I'm playing the game in the exact manner and with only things that the developers intentionally programmed into the game for people to use. That's like saying, do you think using Enigma is cheating? Like, well, no. I mean, it was made in the game by the developers, all right? Man, see all this might and fanaticism everywhere. Gotta stay safe. Also, once again, thank you so much, Unofficial Cody B, for the $2 super chat. Love your tips and tricks video on YouTube. Learned a lot, even as a D2R veteran. Appreciate it, JV. Glad a couple of those maybe you didn't know and now you do. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Yeah, with the number of people like, especially like the infinite respec and the dragoning and dropping gear directly on your mercenary, the number of times I do things like that and people were like, wait a second, what did you just do? I knew that video like had to, like, a lot of people had to learn at least one or two things from that, you know what I mean? Boy, way behind on the notifications for YouTube here apparently, huh? All right.
Unofficial Cody Biv donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Do you think players in static maps are cheating? Lol.
Using the skill trees cheating? Yeah. Right, Mike, yeah. Yeah, it is definitely different than online. There's no doubt about that, but cheating is not the way I would describe it at all. Make a GIF of the printer printing. I could do that. Unfortunately, you can't have animated emotes on YouTube, or I could make one of those. Man, YouTube's got to step their game up. How can YouTube not allow animated emotes? Twitch people over there, all about it. So feel good. What's going on? Welcome in over on Twitch. Oh boy. $6 US is like 100,000 Canadian. I wouldn't go that far. Wouldn't go that far. Check this a Stygian pike. No, I did not. There's nothing on that I would ever want. No reason I would ever want that base. Damien up here a minute ago says that he stepped away for a minute and missed that sweet printer action. Aha. He missed the printer. How hard was a torch on single player? Not really that hard. You just make a smiter, and actually I did my first torches with a frenzy barb, but I already knew that would work because I had done that before. Pretty much any smiter with life tap and like the smallest amount of crushing blow, you'll be perfectly fine. I've probably done like about 20 torches on single player, but I mean I have such good gear nowadays, it's trivial. Really farming up the keys is the part that because I have no reason to farm the Countess or the Summoner, because I have like infinite runes at this point after playing offline for like a year and a half, so. Farming keys is dreadful, yeah, kinda. It's not as bad if you need to get the runes. Like online you could trade spirit sets. Obviously getting ists and stuff is perfectly acceptable, but high rune farming like ghost packs and stuff is profitable online, you know what I mean, for value for trading and stuff. But on single player, if all you need is a Tyrell's Might to complete your Holy Grail, you don't really want to run the Countess. You aren't really motivated to run the Countess, so you're only doing it to get keys. So, and at that point, oh, I didn't do that, did I? If you're only running the Countess to get keys and that's all you're doing, it turns into like, well, like a job. Like you're going to work, you're completing a task, and then you're getting paid for that task at the end of the day, you know? Not a big fan of doing that when I'm playing video games. That reminds me of the Diablo 4 mechanic where you had to go farm Hell Tides, you do your job, you get your steel, then you go farm this guy, which is another part of your job to get this item, and then you can finally go farm Duril, which is the actual thing you want to do. They turned it into a job instead of, you know, you're slaying demons, hoping to get lucky, and that's exciting. But yeah. We'll go with that. We'll go with the experience one, I guess. Yeah, Duffy, I don't think I've ever even seen a single person in my life. No offense, brother. You can use whatever you want. I don't think I've ever seen anybody use one of those Stygian pikes for anything. Ever. I think that's more of like a niche thing that's just like, you know. Could be wrong. Maybe it's just a PVM thing that I just never see or whatever, but any particular item you're searching for? Yes. Cereal's might. So I'm doing a holy grail and I need one item left. That's all I'm looking for. It's a me only thing and everyone else is wrong. Okay, I got you, Duffy. Checks out. All good, yeah, all good with having your favorites. I mean, I'm all about the ogres, ooh. You know what I mean? So, nah, I mean. Where I was? Lost where I was. Key sets in ladder is painfully cheap. Oh, well, I guess this was off my normal monster, so it couldn't have been Chiro's Might anyways. Now that I think about it. Yeah, right at the beginning of ladder, key sets are cool to trade for. Or to, like, farm up and trade, but I'm not sure how they really roll lately. You say they're really cheap, so take your word on it, I guess. Don't need any more monarchs. Cheetah, welcome in, yo yo yo. CJV says I just hope they buff Terror Zone Act bosses. They should allow Endaro Diablo to get 6 mods like elites. Like buff them to make them stronger. You're saying, huh? I mean, I'd be fine with that actually. Considering the especially Endaro, the way her drops are, if they made her more powerful, that like for Terror Zones, that'd be sick, kind of, sort of. Missed a Mal rune? Maybe. I don't think I missed a Mal rune. I feel like I would. I feel like I always see runes, but it's possible. Wouldn't be the. I don't think so, though. Fishaholic says, that's a funny comment. So Raging Fishaholic here on YouTube says, have you found that Paul's armor yet for the Holy Grail? Yeah, I found 1 or 2, didn't I, huh? Found 1 or 2. Ah, that's a good one. Anyone who doesn't know, I've found about 10 Tal's armors in the last about 2 weeks, literally, so. Maybe not 10, I think I found 8 of them. Like literally, that's not like, oh, I'm exaggerating. I literally believe I've found now 10 of them or 8 of them in the last 2 weeks. So unexaggerated at all. So not sure what's going on with that, but just randomness of the drops, I guess. Oh, this champion got taken out finally. How about Mang songs? What have I found? 4 of them now? Yeah, or that might be another joke too, because I found what, 2 or 3 of those. I think I found 3 of them in between back-to-back days. I found 2 of them within a half hour of each other. That's pretty crazy. If only I could have some of that Tyro's Might luck, huh? Maybe. Odds of not finding an essence from Bale in 30 runs. Well, not super terrible, but I mean, you probably should have, I guess. It'll depend if you're on players 1 as well, so if it's P1, not terribly unsurprised. If it's like players 8, I feel like that's incredibly uncommon, but not impossible. I assume you're obviously doing Hellbale, so. Add a J mod to the Holy Grail list? Nah, dog. That's a no for me, dog. That'd probably take me even longer than finding materials might. Probably for sure, actually. Ooh, Ogre Mall set piece. Let's go. Is that a key set goes for a low on tradery? I mean, is that what you see them listed for? Or is that like completed trades? Because I feel like key sets always went for like an ist. And I feel like if you're seeing tradery stuff listed for a low, they're still listed on tradery because nobody trades for it. I don't think I've ever seen a key set go for a low. Well, I take that. I don't want to say never, but yeah, Scott, that's what I was going for, Scott. Yeah, that meme of Randy Jackson. That's a no from me, dog. Ever do multiplayer? Only around ladder resets. Only around ladder resets. Once once everybody's all built up online and you know, it's just everybody's got perfect, fully decked out gear. So every time you jump into a game, everyone's just literally racing to the magic find spot as fast as you can, and the entire game is just melted and disintegrated within 11 seconds. At that point, I'm just like, why am I really playing online anymore? But yeah, I do after ladder resets for a couple weeks to a month, depending. Dr. Blah, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Should add a 220 Java. Yeah, that is one I should add to my grail list, I guess. 220 Java gloves. What do I find first? The Tyrell's Might or 220 Java gloves? Yeah. Never found a green dye item? I found one before. Found one before. Maybe more than one. Can't remember. All I do know is I legitimately found 2 different Griffin's eyes, and that's all that's important. Tobias, greetings from Germany. Greetings, welcome in. Raced says back at it again. Raced over on Twitch. Yeah, yeah. Good old battle staff. I don't like the setup of this freaking pit, but ooh, Templar's coat and a Talos mask right next to each other. I can see it's not ethereal on the ground already, but still neat. Still neat. Guardian Angel. 200, huh? 200 defense. So that, what is that, perfect Guardian Angel, right? Perfect Guardian Angel. Right next to a Talos mask. Kinda cool. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and mark that. Let's go ahead and keep that. Hype, 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 hype. Ack knows what's up. That's pretty cool, though. Pretty cool, though. Oh, let me check this Sun Spirit thing here real quick. Perfect 300? What? 300 enhanced defense is perfect on a guardian angel. So that's what, anti-perfect then? I thought 200 was perfect. Are you tricking me? Are you tricking me? You, Chicho, you can't be trusted ever again. No trusting. It is perfect. Yeah, it's up to 200. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. This guy. Fred says, Sweet Phil's perfect day. Perfect burger for lunch, taco for dinner. Finds Tyrell's might right before the Lions win the Super Bowl. I mean, can't go wrong with tacos. Can't go wrong with burgers. Oh gosh, that's ugly. Ithrune. Where is this? I want to make sure the archer with all the auras on it gets out of here. Okay, survived that. Good. You guys probably didn't think I would. Thinking of doing a ladder for upcoming season just to bring over some ladder rune words to non-ladder, huh? Yeah, I mean, you could, yeah. That's one way to do it. I mean, usually non-ladder, usually you can save up enough value maybe to trade for stuff that's from ladder. There's only a few rune words. Let's see, I don't even remember which ones they are for sure now. I know that like Cure and stuff are. Some of them are super cheap, like Cure is pretty cheap. I don't remember how many of them are ladder only at this point, to be honest, because on offline single player here, you can make ladder only rune words. So, is it those 6 helmets are the only ones, or is Mosaic also a ladder only rune word? Can't remember. Hudson, what's going on? Welcome in on Twitch over there. Grace said he said he probably hasn't found 20 ethereal unique items or bases since the game's launch. Unfortunate there. Mosaic's ladder only. Okay, alright. Yeah, I think it's Mosaic, and then I think it's, I don't know if those helmets are still ladder only. I'd have to look it up. For some reason I think they are. But Cure is like the only one that people ever use. I guess Cure, and then there's that one that has Pierce on it. But it's only used like very few instances. Like I use it on a throw barb. Faladin says, reminder, hit the like button. Yeah, fellas, make sure you hit the like button for me. Good call on that one. What are we up to? You guys get those numbers up a little bit? Rookie numbers. Oh, we're up to 112. There you go. Thank you so much, Legends. 230. I got on a little bit late today, so. We got a little bit more time though. We got to the regular time. 3:30. Hey. Laberlipe says he thinks next ladder, then Mosaic's gonna go to non-ladder. Yeah, I don't know. So far they've never moved a rune word from ladder to non-ladder until they introduced new ladder only rune words. So but yeah, I just have no idea. If they're gonna ever move them or not, to be honest, because I'm not sure if they're ever gonna make any new rune words. Like, it seems like they just kind of completely checked out of D2R, like. But I guess I was surprised they even did anything for the Knights of Terror, so I guess I could always be wrong. Give her a zoom. Enough stuff here. Probably nothing. Yeah, probably. What are they doing for this update or next ladder? I don't think they're doing anything. Just another ladder reset. The regular old standard Diablo 2 ladder reset. Like that's what the last, like, oh, I forgot all this stuff was in here. I should probably get it out. That's what the last, like, decade at least were for was for Diablo 2, right? So JV says he hopes they tune down Mosaic. I don't think they will. Could you imagine if they turned down Mosaic, how people would lose their minds? Just lose their minds. That's why I'm always nervous about them buffing things and making things powerful and adding things in, because once you give people the opportunity, and I don't know why people, they just don't agree with me or whatever, but once you give people the opportunity to have a build in a character and an item just melt the entire game with zero effort, when you can't ever take that away from them, because they always want the game to be that easy. If the game ever gets a little bit harder, a certain group of people, they'll just melt down. Just melt down. I mean, that's what happened with Diablo 4. You guys remember that? They made the game a little bit more difficult and a little, like, you wouldn't kill monsters quite as fast. Everyone just lost their minds. So that was kind of that's what kind of, partially my opinion, obviously. My opinion and nobody else's, but that's what kind of pushed Diablo even faster, you know, down the path of just becoming incredibly easy. But when things are super easy, it causes people to quit playing them faster, so. Crash says Mosaic won't ever be turned down or moved to non-ladder. It keeps people playing ladder. I mean, it will eventually go to non-ladder unless they just, like, I mean, I couldn't imagine them going just, oh, hey, we're moving all these other rune words from ladder, making them, like, available everywhere. We're bringing in new rune words, except Mosaic is going to stay on ladder. Only that one, though. I would be surprised if that happened, but. Charles Carpenter says he wishes they would make new characters for D2R, but that's never gonna happen. Yeah, no, I would say not. I would say definitely not. All right, get out of that. JV says he agrees. As soon as the game gets too easy, he stops. Now you mostly do solo self-found melee characters. Make it difficult on yourself. I see what's up there, JV. X says they're nerfing a lot in the next patch in Diablo 4. They're nerfing a lot, huh? I guess I did not hear that. They kind of set themselves up for an out, though, for having things in that are too powerful. Like, the vampiric powers were, like, insane. Kind of in Season 1, but by having it like, oh, this is just a seasonal power. We might keep some of it, we might not. We'll see how it works. They kind of give themselves an out to like, oh no, we're not taking this away from you. That was just a seasonal theme that went away. That's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of a good idea, I guess, you know? That way you can essentially test out things that you might want to add to the game, but not actually give it to people permanently. And that's like understood from the start, so. They mega nerf to everyone. You see it a little bit different than me, says Cody Biv. Yeah, they did nerf everything. But I kind of view it as, and also some of it from the original nerf that they completely reverted and everyone like rebelled against. They nerfed it down to what it was because then they were going to be adding in all of these powers like a month later when the season started. But they wanted to get the game into place to where once you got these powers from this season and from that season and added this together and that together, you would be getting more. Oh, hold up. Watch out for the archers when they start marching towards you. When you got a little more powerful from this season and they added in powers and some of them would stay permanently, some of them wouldn't. Next season they added more powers and you get a little more powerful. So they wanted to start off from the power creep to start here and then to creep up, not to start here and then the power creep, you know what I mean? That's my speculation. I do want to preface that I don't have no insider information about the topic really, but that's what I think is kind of what was going down there. But there was such a rebellion against making the game more difficult that, and part of it on top of that was at the time, right? Resistances completely did not work, right? So you would just like, so there was a few things going on there. I feel. Few things going on there. What if they did a special day where they made treasure goblins enemies? And I'm assuming you're talking about D2R here. I feel like that's would be more difficult than what they would be willing to do. I don't actually know how difficult it would be, but I would say that if anything did happen in D2R, it would only ever be like a few more rune words or something like those, because I feel like, and I'm just guessing based upon what they've done already in the past, that putting in new rune words is incredibly easy to do, and altering them around. But adding in a new monster type that has a different loot drop table and stuff, I feel like that would be much more difficult. And like I said, no game programming knowledge, no insider knowledge, anything like that, so. It's good to farm Nightmare Mephisto for gear before going into hell, Restro Shen. Let's see. I can't tell if that's a statement or a question. But if it's a question, I generally don't do that. I just go into hell with like garbage gear and just YOLO it, but that's just me. I would say it's not a bad idea. It's just not something that I do. I would rather go in and struggle through farming the pits and struggle through farming Andario in hell difficulty than farm Nightmare Mephisto before going into hell difficulty. Because you always could find like a Griffin's or something crazy, or a high rune in hell difficulty. But you eliminate that luck factor if you farm a Nightmare. Ooh, 24 max stamina. Let's go. That was a question from Twitch, by the way. Zaza says D4 feels like an ongoing beta. Yeah, sort of agree. But that's, and I mean, a lot of games are like that nowadays, unfortunately. Yeah, not all, but it's unfortunate. Oh, let's see. I need to take some in spot steps here. Ladder feels like an ongoing player test realm, says Charles. Ladder feels like a player test realm. Not sure what you mean by that. Ladder seems like a PTR, a constant PTR. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that means. I disagree, I guess. I mean, D2R ladder's pretty fleshed out. What's the phrasing I'm looking for here? Ooh, dimensional shard. Pretty well set in stone, so. Trash, I believe Trash is saying, Trash on YouTube here is suggesting farming Nightmare and Darl to get better gear might be a better option in his opinion. I believe that's what you're saying, right, Trash? That's definitely not what I do, but. Nocturnal said you'll just end up finding, you'll end up finding 30 Manulds before you hit level 74. Yeah, I mean, that could happen. Farming Nightmare, Mephisto, and Andariel a lot, huh? Yeah, I could just never sacrifice the luck factor. Like, the number of times I've just been farming hell, and it's like, man, I'm dying like every other run, maybe. Farming keys from the Countess and lower runes to make Spirit, which would be a big upgrade. And this and that, and try to get keys and try to get this other stuff. And I kill a ghost pack on the way, and boom, I hit a low rune or something. Or, boom, I hit a burr rune, and you're like, whoa, oh yeah, let's go. That's not happening farming Nightmare Mephisto, right? Gosh, archers, bro. Archers. Or if I come across that pack with budget gear, I would get melted. Nequit, what's going on? Welcome in over on Twitch. My man. Ooh. Raced over on Twitch also saying he's happy with D2R. They don't really need to add anything. Yeah, I'm in that camp, but I know that most people disagree with that sentiment. Most people, they constantly want new armor pieces, new content, new areas. Like, I don't want to farm the pits. I want to farm a cave that is a different color. You know, like, people are like that. Like, it. So the only reason I want new stuff is because it's exciting for other people, and then it kind of brings more people back to D2R, which is cool. And I mean, let's be honest. Then I can go ahead and make a bunch of new videos about all the new stuff, and it's super easy. I don't have to come up with original, interesting ideas, or, you know. It is what it is. Am I right, fellas? Chloroform, yo! Is the pits better than Act 4? I'm assuming you mean Chaos Sanctuary there, Mozart. Is it better? I think it depends on the person's opinion. The pits is probably easier. So there's a lot. It's really easy relative to like the number of champions you get. So, and they can all drop Gerald's Might for me, which is what I'm looking for. So I could go do Chaos too, but on a top. Oh, where was I going? On a Tal's Amulet, Mick says, in normal Chaos. It's a little weird. It's a little weird, but yeah, that kind of thing can happen. Where am I at? I don't think I've ever found one in normal Chaos or seen anybody find one, but I think the earliest I've really seen someone find one was like normal cows. Like, people are out there farming for their, you know, crystal sword, for their 4-socketed crystal sword, and then bam, they find a Tal's Ammy. I've seen that a few times. Ooh. John Smith, welcome in, and Nur M, welcome in as well. Welcome into the screen. If they are going to fix anything, if they're going to do anything, they need to fix Barb's skill tree. Barb's skill tree, huh? What do you think they should fix, Fred? Woo! They should fix archers from Slay and Fill all the time. That's what I think. Good God. Mm, 20 life is cool, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't even keep them anymore. Just because I specifically am not gonna use them. They don't really have hardly any trade value online even, so. It's also faster to farm with potential for more mixed boss packs, says Vincent Cronin. Yeah, it does end up a little bit faster. I mean, obviously with the monsters being so weak. So yeah. For like a similar speed to farm, I was doing Chaos on like players 3, but see, the Chaos Sanctuary does have those Stormcasters too that are ghosts, so you have that rune drop chance increased. So I think it depends on whatever you feel like doing. Like, obviously I always find some way to get killed once in a while here. It's always chat's fault, but I feel like the pits is easier for me to play like this and read chat and all that good stuff, so. Or 2 attack rating. You need monster sniping in the pits on P1 instead of clearing the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, I definitely do that from time to time. I guess online I never do that because that's really a method for like holy grailing essentially. That's like a goated method for holy grailing. Online you kind of want to kill everything because you want to get high runes, right? But like right now, I obviously would like high runes, but the main thing is I want to find Tyro's Might. So yeah. Elite sniping online, I generally wouldn't recommend with like a, you know, berserker that howls everything away. I kind of wouldn't usually recommend that, but to each their own. Oh no, that Grand Chime was right there and I seen it right when I clicked the button. Thanks a lot, chat. Thanks a lot, chat. My name is F. What's going on? Yo, 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 yo. Yeah, it's gone, guys. I looked right at it, hit the button and went, oh no. You guys are gonna lose your minds. Graph, welcome in. That was it, fellas. 40 life combat skiller, but it would have been for the barbarian. Cassandra, welcome in, yo-yo. Phil, hope the runs are going well. Chiefs fan says cross fingers for the Chiefs Lions rematch in the Super Bowl. Yeah, interesting. Trying to think here. I'm gonna be honest, if the Lions make the Super Bowl, this might offend some people. Chiefs fan especially, and Fred. I think the Chiefs might be the team I would most want them to go against. Maybe. But appreciate it, appreciate it. Lions, Bills, just saying. I don't know, really, I guess the Bills, I will. Pretty much San Francisco's the team I don't want to play against. It's essentially, because I kind of thinking, oh, maybe the Bills wouldn't be too bad. I mean, they're obviously good. Don't get me wrong. San Fran is so stacked, it seems, though. We'll see, though. They've had a couple weeks off. They're going against Green Bay. Green Bay's the new hotness. We'll see if they whoop up on Green Bay. Start to get worried. Houston going to get exposed? Yeah, Houston and Green Bay are going to be interesting. Imagine if they don't get exposed. Yeah, Houston... That's another one of those teams, you know, I mentioned it about like Lamar Jackson. It's like he's doing good. The team's doing great, but I've never really liked him, you know? Like, I didn't think he was, I thought he was good, but this good, come on, you know? Houston's kind of the same way. Oh, Viper Magi. Perfect. 25 all res. Is that perfect, fellas? Is it perfect? Haha. It is not. But yeah, talking about the NFL there, Houston, CJ Stroud, it keeps doing good. I don't know. I literally had Tank Dell early in the season too, and I traded him for like a mid-round pick because I was like, he had a couple good games. No one's gonna give me much for him, and I mean, he's a 5'8", 158-pound receiver. Like, dude, he ain't gonna be nothing. And he did get hurt, so I guess I did win there, but not win, but like. That's what I was thinking, like a 5'8" wide receiver, he's gonna get killed. But yeah, I mean, Houston's been doing good. I mean, you know, I don't know. We'll see. Worst possible role, yeah. That was definitely a joke, if anyone was unaware. Definitely a joke. I'm funny. Do I play Faux Pally? Bro. Real Wreckage. I'm gonna be starting the next ladder with the Fist of the Heavens Paladin, so I haven't played one in a minute here, but I'm kind of intentionally not playing one right now because that's what I'm gonna start next ladder with. God. Oh, my battle orders ran out. Get out of there. Molly Brown says, "Foe, great for ladder." Yeah, for sure. I do know that for sure. So that's one of the reasons I want to do it. A little bit different, not the standard sorceress. So why you don't play Nova? Assessment. I just play different builds. I do prefer Nova, to be perfectly honest, but I just like playing different builds, swapping around. Don't always just play only the best possible build that there is for each character. So. Oh no, Tadeo said the other day he left the Grand Chair Matt Bale. Unfortunate. Yeah, it happens. I've definitely done that a bunch of times. Luckily, I've never left anything crazy. It's always like a small charm or a jewel or something. Front of house paladin, yeah. 5 poison res. Let's go. Silvano, welcome in. Hello. Hopefully you're having a great day. Wicked Ball said he's gonna be rocking Sork. Yeah, when we find out a day, I'll be posting up in like the Discord and stuff to find a team. But you're running Sork, yeah. We'll need if I'm going foe, we're gonna need a teleporter for sure. Preferably somebody who, you know, knows how to be a teleporter. But if not, you know, no big deal. I was thinking this time too. I've never done it, but about starting off playing classic. So there's no Act 5, so you can just like go straight through without having to do ancients and stuff, and then swapping the character over to expansion. Thinking about doing that. I'd have to just do an ever so slight research on the general strat for that though. Like if you're supposed to get to a certain level at a certain point before going to Nightmare and this and that, because never really played the classic before. Oop. Real Wreckage says, "Oh, really underrated." Maybe. I think it's rated pretty highly. I think. I honestly like playing Fist of the Heavens nowadays, like more than Hammerden, because you just like drop bombs from deep, and you don't have to telly stomp this monster, telly stomp that monster. You just like teleport near and drop bomb, shoot some of the holy bolt, or yeah, holy bolts. Yeah, like that. Oh boy, I don't know how I didn't see that. I almost missed another Grand Charm, fellas. 48 attack rating. Almost missed it. Has no runes or charms. Yeah. Yeah, that is a good point, yeah. I didn't really think about that, but I know you can play through faster because I'm pretty sure there's no level requirement to like beat ancients, and then you know how like you get the experience penalty and you don't I think all that stuff doesn't like exist, right? In classic, like you can just play straight through at any level and not have to worry about it. Missed a small charm too? No way. And yeah, somebody said I do remember when Dobrunsky missed that wind force. That was wild. Because that was his first wind force too, I think. Like if I missed a wind force now, it wouldn't be that big a deal because I found like 7 of them. So, but yeah, if it's your holy grail, it's your first one. You could totally see that being rough. But then he ended up finding another one a month or 2 later, so. It'll be o'clock almost, huh? Attica, what's going on? Welcome in. Hopefully I pronounced that right. My apologies if I did not, but welcome in. Charles says they still have the XP penalty on Classic. All right, yeah, that's what I'll have to look into it more because I don't remember exactly what it is. I know that that's how like Llama and his speedrunner group or whatever, they end up getting all the way through hell difficulty in like 2 hours, hour and a half doing that. So obviously I would not expect to do something like that. They're way too like regimented for my liking, but I mean that's because they're like speedrunners, so. But yeah, if I could get through in like double that time, like 3 hours instead of it taking like 6 hours, that'd be great. But yeah, have to look into it a little bit. Munchkin back at school. Yep. They just had the 1 day off for coldness, apparently. The real, yeah. This is players 7, so yeah. Not quite 8, 7. Let's see. Charles says classic, you get excited for unique. Now you get excited for runes. Yeah, I mean, you still kind of can get excited for uniques, but yeah, it depends on what they are. Like you find a Shaco on a playthrough, you're getting pretty excited. Or what did I can't remember the last time I was a teleporter. We never even, our group never even made a spirit sword because while we were just like leveling, like, I think it was from normal Diablo. I think our quest drop was that one staff that has like 1 to all skills and like 50 FCR and 175 mana and 100 to life or whatever that staff is. We found like from Diablo, and we're like, okay, I guess we can just skip the spirit sword. X says, do a season with no rune words, massive meltdown. Yeah, people would lose their minds for sure. Duffy talking about playing on classic, get excited for rares, rings, boots, gloves, everything. Yeah, for sure. I have heard that the rares were the goated ones, yeah. I did play a little bit before expansion, but I bought the game for myself. I only played at a friend's house a little bit before expansion. Razor switch. There you go. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Razor switch. Yeah, I think it's got all res on it too. Like early on, it's insane. It's just insane early on. I think it had 10 or 20 all res on it too. More than that, valid incest. All right, well, yeah, it could be. I don't remember. Does it have like 50 all res on it or something? I don't remember, but the thing is sick to find in like normal difficulty. One button dash said he's not sold on season 3 of D4. Season 4 is when they are supposed to be making itemization changes. Yeah, I haven't really looked into it at all yet. I didn't watch the stream or anything, you know. I'll look into it later when I'm I don't know. My daughter's got like a athletic camp later, so while she's doing that, I'll probably check up on some stuff. But yeah, it doesn't super interest me. I don't know. I'm good with what I'm doing, pretty much, is what I'm getting at. Oh, I mixed them up. Duffy over on Twitch here saying that Razor Switch staff actually has 50 all res and 30 FCR. Yeah, I said like 50 FCR. So yeah, I had them backwards, apparently. Darkwoods Underground Passage. You know what? I'm gonna hop over. I actually like doing that one. I feel like there's no lightning immunes like down in the... Until you get to the lower level, you can get some of those dogs or whatever. No, you can get those hellhounds or whatever they're called in the underground passage there too, but it's just a little different area you can rock. We do have Sunder Charms and Infinity. Like, what's that item again? This brand new item that breaks immunities and lowers their resistance? Oh yeah. Brand new. Austin Blake said Mosaic is fun, budget gear, complete and clear hell on players 8 chaos. Yeah, I mean, glad you like it, I guess, but I just fully disagree with the premise that having a budget character easily melt through the hardest content in the game is a good thing. I just don't. Personally. Just my opinion. Boy, I'm cold. I gotta put this hoodie on real quick. Just right here. Must be getting warm outside. I mentioned this before. Thermostat's upstairs, so the basement, the ground's frozen all around the basement, obviously, the way winter works. And yeah, so my basement gets real cold when it gets warmer upstairs. Like when it's like 20 degrees outside. So now it's like 20 degrees down here. Furnace never clicks on. Have they announced reset yet? Ben W. They have not. Pez Radar responded to somebody on Twitch I seen saying that it would be middle of February, which we all knew already essentially. So someone was like, hey, when's this reset gonna be soon? In the next few weeks? And he's like, I wouldn't expect anything until the middle of February. Or something like that, he responded. Something like that. It's just Spirit's the only thing that bridges between garbage gear and godly gear. Take that away and it's nothing but pain. Yeah, it's another one of those opinion things, I guess. That's what some people want. Not that they would view it as pain, but some people want the game to be difficult before you get godly gear. They don't want the game to be easy before you get godly gear. You know, so it's just a differing philosophy on how they want their game to be. Kind of like the comment about Mosaic up there. Some people don't want it. Oh, what's that? I must got hit. Some people don't want you to be able to slaughter players 8 difficulty. The hardest content in the game with gear you can find within the first day of ladder. But some people do. And some people aren't going to find that stuff in the first day of ladder, and some people are, you know, it depends. Some people are more dedicated players, or whatever you want to call it, have more free time. So, Heat Up says, crappy northern Michigan. On my way back to Fenton, and it's snowing pretty good, huh? Gotcha. Yeah, it wasn't. We just got a little bit of flurries where I'm at, so a little bit. There's those dogs. Gotta watch out for them. Get you. Get you. Oh, skelly archers. Gross. Maybe I'm not gonna come down here. Okay, let's get out of there. Close one. I regret my decision to go down there, and I'm not gonna do it anymore. Been running PALK, no stop, non-stop, says Cody Allen. Needs a Vex, needs a Vex. Keep plugging away, my dude. You'll get one eventually there. No time, in no time. One button said he was outside fixing a fence. His fingers going numb. Yeah, that'll happen. At least around, I don't know, it depends where you're at, but around where I'm at, it's not as cold as it had been the last week or two. Or the last week, I guess. Not two, but I think it's getting up in the high teens today, maybe. Could be wrong. What? Oh, I didn't realize my mercenary got melted. How about that? How about that? For a scene. Max lightning storm build. Kuik? Not sure how to pronounce that, but don't think I'm gonna be doing that anytime soon. I have done that before, joking around one time, and yeah, I mean it can one shot like Rakanishu, like the carvers, but you can only hit one carver at a time, so it's not particularly. Maybe if it was something like how they did on Project Diablo 2, where it comes down and boom, and then it shoots a Nova out every time it strikes down. But yeah. Fort Rude. Little telly round up here, I guess, huh? These guys are super easy. I hate these areas with all the walls everywhere. Worst job in the world being Phil's merc. Like he doesn't even care about him. Not too bad of a job. Good gig. You do got to work a lot, though, huh? Do all the heavy lifting. Trash said he's seen February 11th at 8 official. Where'd you see that at, Trash, by the way? You look that up real quick. What, let's see, 2023, oh, it's 2024. Let me know where you've seen that at. You can't put links in the chat, but just let me know where you've seen that at. Just didn't feel like it, Walter. Just didn't feel like it. Green screen's not that big a deal anyways. I'm sure people don't really care too much. And yeah, just like the bright lights are just annoying. See what we got down here. We got any yeah, these annoying dogs. Yeah. Misshapen down here they're called, huh? Maybe we'll be fine. They're inherently immune to lighting, so they do die a little bit on the slow side, but oh, that's the Super Bowl date. Oh, I didn't catch that. I didn't know that. Or yeah, I guess I didn't know the date. I didn't have it memorized. Oh my gosh. Wait, the 13th. Let's see, what day is the next day? Valentine's Day? What's Valentine's Day again? I always forget. Is it the 12th or the 14th? I'll Google that again, huh? Before I get in trouble. I feel like Valentine's Day is probably on like a Thursday or something, huh? Perfect ladder reset day. The 14th. Yeah, maybe. Do they do resets on Wednesdays nowadays? I don't remember. Oh no, diadem. Oh man. Appreciate y'all joining me. We got 160 on YouTube. We got almost 80 on Twitch. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget, YouTubers, hit that like button for me. Don't like begging, but you know, we're all just you know, in this world just bowing down to the YouTube algorithm. So make sure you guys slap that like button on YouTube. .11. I gotta keep leaning over. I'm just checking the clock because I gotta get off at 3:30 and go pick my kid up from school. Might surprise you, but the school does not like when you just leave your kid there forever. Haha. Oh, this is America. I pay taxes. You're supposed to watch my kid, right? Just leave the printer on when I go get the kid, come back. Maybe. No. I gotta go get the kid, and there's so many other things I gotta do, right? So many other things. Or staff. Could be. Good obsession base? It's not. It was not. Boy, I guaranteed Tyrell's Might today, so I better pick it up and find it here pretty quick, huh? Better. Watch out for those dogs. They always get you. Flawed. Nope, we don't want no flawed amethyst. None of that malarkey. What's your last big drop fill? The last one that I got? I don't know. Was it like my Death Fathom or D-Web or something? I don't really remember.
Bezos Money's Y'all Legend.
Oh, Fear Productions. Ooh, take my Jeff Bezos monies. Appreciate you. I never mind people giving me Jeff Bezos' money. Ever. So, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub, Fear Productions. Ooh. You Slayer. Appreciate you, my man. Supporting the stream. Supporting the stream. Ooh. Yeah. I love that, Trash, I love that emote there because it's dual purpose. It looks like I'm doing the ooh, which is what I was really doing. But it also just looks ridiculous. Like, I don't remember what I called that one. I think I called it Kissy Face Phil. I can't remember. I don't remember what it's called, but love that emote. Love it. That was one up over on YouTube. I don't remember if I put that one over on Twitch or not. I don't know if I was too lazy or not to do that. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just teleporting back and forth. I got a little lost there for a second. Why am I not farming Treehead Woodfist? I'm just going off doing some other things, you know. Just spam farm Treehead. I feel like I looked it up too, and even Terrorized Treehead's drop rates on things was like astronomically low. Like for even something like a Griffin's, it was like 1 in like 50,000 or something. But I feel like I remember the max roll drop odds for Terror Zones was like messed up or something, so I don't even know how accurate it is, but six NATO. Put sunglasses with a blunt. How about that? Only got so many emote spots on YouTube and Twitch, right? So I think it's great. I think it's great just how it is. Amazing. Can you tell me a good place to where I can farm, kill many mobs in hell as a frost mage? You can go Ancient Tunnels, Stony Tombs are both good places in Act 2. I believe it is Arachnid's Lair has no cold immune since it was turned into an 85 area. Those are going to be the best options, and I'm assuming that's like no infinity, like you don't have infinity and Thunder Charms and all that kind of stuff, so those are kind of the best. You could do Arcane Sanctuary, Ghost Pack farming and taking out the Summoner. What if there's immune to cold? I think the mages are immune to cold, but you can just like skip them. I like your content. You're the reason I started my first offline character. Got me hype into D2 again. Awesome to hear, my dude. Fortes, appreciate you. Glad you like the vids and stuff. Very kind of you to say. And glad I got you back into D2. It's awesome. Awesome. Oh yeah, cows. Good call on that one, Titch. Cows. Yeah, that is also a good point. None of them are immune to cold either. 318. We got a little bit. Maybe we'll just do some. The thing is about the Treehead Woodfest, like just farming Treehead. There's these giant packs of. There's 3 like Carver encampments right here. So I feel like if you want to take out some density, like look at all these guys. Look at all these losers. The only problem is I spam so much chain lightning that I run out of energy. And apparently vitality. Uh-oh. 220s. Finally! Finally! Oh, I missed click on the identification. Nope. No, Let me look around real quick. Did I miss anything? Whatever. I appreciate you, Trash. Yeah, I got about 10 more minutes before I gotta get off. About 10 more minutes. Macville says it's impossible. Felix says to find IK armor from Mephisto. Are you talking about a terrorized Mephisto, Felix, or? Oh. Oh, appreciate you, Black Vegetable.
But it was a wisp. That was your penultimate gray lighting, right?
Appreciate you for the 250 bits over on Twitch. Black Vegetable, you legend. Wisp is it my penultimate? I don't know what penultimate means, I'm gonna be honest. But I have found a couple of wisps now, if that's what if you're kind of asking about that. I found a couple of wisps now, so found that one from Terrorized Andy, and then and then I found another one shortly after, a couple weeks later. Once again, thank you for the 250 bits. Yeah, there's a champ. Some champs. Walk run of some fire. I mean, it's okay, but if it was higher, it'd be more exciting. Yeah, we'll just hit Treehead a few times here. Yeah, right now on the Grail, all I'm looking for is pretty much Tyrell's Might. Still in the basement, Drakistel. Oh, Drac. Yeah, still in the basement. I just didn't feel like putting up the green screen. Because the green screen takes a lot of light to, like, get keyed out good. To make it disappear, essentially. And to kind of make, if not, you end up with all these, you know, you've seen bad green screens before, I'm sure. And I just didn't feel like having the bright lights and stuff. Just didn't feel like it. So I was like, whatever. I'll just take it down and... Plus, you feel like, I mean... I got the screens in front of me, and then I got this giant green screen behind me. It's kind of not claustrophobic, but it's kind of nice, like having an open, like feeling like it's an open area. To be perfectly honest, the open floor concept. Grim Shield. Oh, it's a lidless. Let's go. Ooh, 85 defense. I'm half joking, but. Ooh, two sockets. Yeah, well, one to skill though. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But yeah, lidless, man. If this was 2002, I'd be so stoked. So stoked. Isn't there a filter like they use on Zoom? Yeah, but it doesn't really work as great. I've seen some people use it, and it's like, you know, you'll move and you'll go like this, and then the between your head will like flicker like this because it can't tell where the thing is at, because you'll go like this real quick and it'll flicker on and off, and I don't know. Maybe there could be better ones now, like better AI versions of this or that, but I mean, tried and true green screen, you know. I mean, usually it's fine. It's not that big a deal. I was just like, I don't feel like doing it today. F it, you know. Essentially. The moment I first realized I loved D2, boy, I don't know. Not really a moment. Not really a moment. Craig Ubers, I think that's how you pronounce that name. I don't know. I guess I don't really think of things like that. I just was like playing it, and I was like, I want to play it some more, and then I did, and then yeah. So yeah, I guess I just don't think that deeply into what I was doing. Ralrune, legendary. Oh, trash. I seen that video on the one Linus did, but what they were using was like professional grade stuff. Like they were using software that was like probably like thousands of dollars in that video Linus did. I seen the exact video you're talking about. Yeah, and it worked spectacular. I think they had a special program and like a special camera and stuff, and like a dedicated computer to like do that. So green screening like this takes zero computing power. It just whoop, see ya, you know. And the thing is too, is because really what I need to do, and part of the problem is because I'm in a basement. I'm in the corner of my basement, and the ceiling's not high enough. So I don't know if you can see it, but actually right here, what you see right there is actually the air duct for my house. And part of the reason I have a problem in this corner with my green screen is because, like, check this. I don't know if you can see me where that thing's at. That air duct is this much higher than my head. So, like, I can't hang my green screen over there. So I have to hang my green screen at a funny angle, so I kind of end up with some shadows, which makes it difficult for the green screen to work right. So, just part of having a, you know, a little house, I guess. Little house in a suburb. Vincent said he got Tyraels off of Terrorized Andy. That sounds like the place everybody finds Tyraels nowadays, huh? Yeah. Yeah, Terrorized Andy is a broken. Definition of broken. Interaction a way that was not intended, causing the drop rate to just be insane. Gauntlets. Ooh, Ogre Mall too. Get out of here, lady. Unfortunate. Cody said he's never gets terrorized, Andy. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Oh, what? Machanga. Coming in with a $20 super chat. Ooh. Thank you so much for supporting the channel with a reasonably fat super chat. My man. My man. Coffee time for Team Ogre. Nice. Once again, thank you so much. Third super chat. Supporting the channel.
Machango donated $20 through Super Chat. It's coffee time for Team Ogre.
Hit some of those emotes in the chat from Machango over here. Oop, got the wrong weapon out here. Archers, mighted archers, let's go. Where's the, oh, there he is. More mighted archers. Legend, no doubt, Mark. Great way to describe it. Miss a small charm. No! A wicked ball hit. Yeah, I love to see that one. Yeah, yeah. Those animated emotes on Twitch are sick. I wish we could get those on YouTube, but... all right, just got that super chat in the nick of time. I got to go ahead and hop off now. Appreciate, there's 200 of y'all that joined me today. I appreciate y'all, and thank you so much for those that support the channel with channel memberships, super chats, bits, anything along those lines. Much appreciated. We got 70 people over here on Twitch. Let me look real quick. Maybe I'll send a raid. Someone's who's on? No one playing D2R that I see that I know, so I guess we'll just go ahead and forget that. But appreciate y'all. Gotta go pick the daughter up. Got stuff going on today, but once again, thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys check out my last video when I was crafting. I was crafting 172 crafts for caster amulets. Check that sucker out. Those ones are always exciting. Love making those ones. So appreciate y'all joining me. Peace out, fellas. Don't forget, keep some laying. Ooh.